All right, guys, welcome to another live stream. Welcome to another live stream. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Okay, so it looks like the markets are actually doing pretty good. BTC is at 76,500. It looks like it's pushing to make new highs. When I say new highs within the last week, not new highs as in breaking the all-time high of 126, although I do think we'll get there sometime this year. Let me take a look at equities to see where we're at with equities. Let's see. So equities are actually down. Nasdaq is down. New York Stock Exchange is down. The Dow Jones is down, which makes a little bit of sense. This is probably playing more off the uncertainty of the Iran conflict and things like that. Equities is more tied to that. I mean, crypto is tied to that as well, but you can always sometimes you'll see crypto decouple from like the geopolitical news. So this is probably one of those cases. So Bitcoin's doing well today, and it looks like the stock exchange ended up a little bit down today across all the indices. Now, as far as news, there was some news this morning about the president going over to Pakistan to meet with Iran. Initially, over the weekend, it was said on crypto or on X that Iran was not open to a second round of negotiations. And yeah, but things change every second, every minute, every day with what they say. One day they say this, one day the administration says one thing, and then they switch it. So yeah, so today they came back and said, you know what, we're open to it, or we're thinking about meeting you guys at the round table to talk about these negotiations. And it looks like tomorrow they're going to be meeting in Pakistan with a delegate from Iran and then a mediator from Pakistan to see if they can put something together. In my opinion, looking at the way BTC is running, there may be some inside news, or people might know some stuff and know that a deal is going to be made, because they were talking about a 5-year deal as far as uranium, and not building their stockpile up. The U.S. wanted 20 years. They're talking about 5 years. So maybe they come to a deal in between, and maybe it's like 7, or maybe the U.S. takes the 5. I could see that happening as well. Because at this point, we're probably just looking to get a deal done and not go back and forth and so on and so forth, right? So, yeah. So that's the news for that. The indices are down, slightly down. BTC is moving up pretty nicely. Let me check the price again. So 76.2. So it's moving good. And Ethereum's at 2,300. So really good movement across the board. Can't complain. I think to really get us over the hump, we need this Iran conflict to come to an end, which I think will happen by the end of the month. We are going to get the new Fed chair here in May. And remember, the last Fed meeting with Powell is the 28th, or I believe the 29th, the end of this month. So yeah, that should be something to pay attention to. I don't think we're going to get interest rate cuts, so not expecting that, but definitely looking forward to the forward guidance that he provides, and maybe his last parting words as the Fed chair, and then maybe what to expect with Kevin Warsh. But we're gonna have to see once he gets in office, right? So yeah, that's pretty much it for the market. Not much has changed. I know a lot of folks thought today we were going to see a sea of red and the market fall, but I had a feeling we were going to get some news early in the day that okay, they are now agreeing to meet at the table and come to some type of deal, and which it looks like they're going to do. And I think they're going to get a deal tomorrow or by the end of the week, because this is the second time the U.S. goes over there. So I don't think they're going to try to come back without a deal. And what was crazy was over the weekend, escalations did rise because they were attacking each other's ships at the Strait of Hormuz. So that, for me, that should have tanked the market a lot further. So I really do think the market is pricing in some type of deal that's going to come here pretty soon. Now, for the Clarity Act, that's another thing we're waiting on. The Clarity Act, it looks like they've gotten over the stablecoin stuff, and I think the banks somewhat got their way, but maybe exchanges will be able to do something on the back end to kind of counteract what the Clarity Act states about stablecoins. And I think the whole debate was they didn't want you to be able to earn yield on something that's just stable coins that are just sitting on in an account. It needs to be through like a transaction or something, because then at that point, crypto exchanges would be considered banks, and this is the bank's point of view. And then crypto exchanges was like, well, you should allow competition. We should be able to allow our customers to hold stable coins in their account and get yield and compete with the banks. But obviously the banks don't want that because it's gonna, mess up their business. So yeah, but it looks like that by the end of the month we may be getting that. So a lot of bullish things going into the end of April and May. And I think if BTC can reclaim that 80K, like get over 80K, we're going to be in some really bullish territory. And it'll appear to me that the 4-year cycle would be over. And if we hit all-time highs within the next 2 to 3 months, then it definitely confirms that. Or even if we hit it this year. This year was supposed to be a down year. Typically, midterm year is down year for following the typical 4-year cycle. But if we hit all-time highs this year or get close, even if we break 100K, that's going to confirm that the old cycle, the 4-year cycle, is over, in my opinion. Okay, so that's pretty much the update for today. Not much else. Indices down, crypto up, and we just got to wait until the end of the month. Exciting stuff. All right, so let's get into the chess. I will play maybe 2 games, maybe 3. Let's see, 2 to 3 games of Blitz, and let's see if we could get all W's here. All right. What I'm working on too is I'm trying to put widgets up. So I have that little box right there. I don't know if I can point to it. Yeah, the little box right there that says ask a finance question. I'm trying to get widgets up so I can see BTC price, the indice prices, and just like a live feed. What I was looking it up through ChatGPT. It was basically saying that I need to, there's an overlay in here. I could put an overlay and connect it to like tradingview.com and get those prices to show up. So I'm going to work on that. So that way, as I'm playing the stream, we could see prices. Now, usually I don't do the streams until in the afternoon. So the only thing that's really going to be moving is the BTC price. But I think it'd be good to have that up on the screen. Although I don't have much room on the screen with the chessboard and that question. So maybe I take out the ask a finance question and I put those prices up there. All right, let's play. I know he's gonna do that, and then let's see. He's gonna check me for sure. I spent a lot of time on that move, but I think it was well worth it. Yes, free piece. There we go. All right, and that was worth the wait. Let's do that. Block that out the way. There we go. Mm. Let's keep pushing. There we go. Really good game. Really strong game. Okay, I'll do one more, and I think that'll be it for the day. I want to end on a good note, but if I lose this last one, I'll still be done for the day. But yeah, man, this it looks like the Iran war. I mean, the conflict is coming to an end. It did look like the things were escalating over the weekend, and there was like some attacks on the ships on both sides, right? And that didn't look good. But it looks like they're gonna have a peace talk coming here in the next coming days. So hopefully they can get a deal done, and then this will be all over. God willing. All right, cool. Darn it. That was a terrible move. Oh, wow. He let me live. He let me live on that one. Let's do this. Yeah, it's real clunky, but I just got to open it up a little bit. I did not like the way I played this at all. But he let me get all my pieces out again, which is nice. Yeah, he fumbled the bag on that one. He let me get all my pieces out. Okay. I wonder if I take that, is that if I take that and I go like this, is that a checkmate? If he goes right there, I think I could take it. It may be a checkmate. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, no, that's what he was trying to do. Okay. Let's see what he's trying to do there. Um, I gotta move faster. Here we go. Blunder. Can I finish it in 44 seconds? Is the question. I think I can. Wow. What was that? Wow, I can't believe I won that. That was a real good game. That was a real good game. I felt like I threw the game with that last move that I did. My goodness. Okay, hold on. Let's go back. Man, I can't believe I won that. That was a really good game. Okay, so we skip all the way where I basically pinned his piece or pinned his queen and his bishop right here. Wait. Did you, okay, so he did that. Boom. Boom. So this is when he did that. Got his piece right there. Boom. Take. I knew he was going to sacrifice, but he thought about it for a minute, and then he wasted all that time. Boom. And then from there, I was just go straight for the attack. Oh, I had that piece right there. I did not see that. Yeah, I should have grabbed that right there. Although I was going for it, but I didn't see it right away. So, boom, I did that. And here's where I messed up. Or was it a mess up? Let's see. Ah, and I was waiting for him to move that rook over because I knew my bishop was like guarding that square, that B1. Oh my goodness. And I just forgot because it was like a few moves after and I just didn't remember. So crap. So that was there. Should have grabbed that free rook. Boom. And then right there, I did not see this move. And that could have been fatal right there. But for some reason, I was able to get out of it. You permitted the. So he had the checkmate. So boom. So right here, isn't it a checkmate right here? Game over, right? This missed the forced checkmate. So where's the checkmate for him? Oh. So he did that. And then what did I do? Oh, I moved this over. Actually, let's see what I did. I moved that. Oh, he lost his queen. I could have just taken his queen and I didn't see that. So I wonder where's the forced checkmate. And that's what he was supposed to do. He was supposed to do this. Okay, and that was a check. That would have been a hard. That was a hard one to find. So I don't blame him that he didn't find that one. All right, that's pretty much it. Pretty good game. Got 2 Ws. Can't complain. But yeah, so we're basically tomorrow. It looks like the U.S., Pakistan, and Iran are going to meet to see if they can come up or come to an agreement with the just closing the war out altogether. I think they're going to get a deal, and if they do, the markets will definitely pump tomorrow, right, and the rest of the week, in my opinion. So just got to wait for that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Take care.